Hola, I'm Danny, aka MadQuills. Welcome back to my tiny channel. I've had a little bit of a mad week. Been travelling up and down the place. Had to pop down to Bristol for work. Had to pop over to Paris for work. But seeing as working with YouTube is what I do. I keep saying I should make more videos to understand them better, and so yeah, I thought it was about time I told you about the newest book I was reading. A lot of you might have heard of it. It's called S. Sorry, it's a little bit dark in here. Actually, it's really sunny outside. There you go. You can see the nice cover. Super sunny, but I'm feeling a bit under the weather after my slightly heavy week, so I'm hiding from the sun like the pasty white boy I am. Anyway, this book is co-authored by J.J. Abrams of Super 8 and Star Trek fame, and he's not particularly young, but he's a fairly new author called Doug Dorst. Anyway, the book is actually a book written in marginalia, written in this other book called The Ship of Theseus by an author called V.M. Straka, and it's all kitted out to look like a kind of faux library book, because the idea is it's written in a kind of dual narrative between two characters. One writes in certain colour pen, as you can see. Every now and again they switch to green and orange, which takes a bit of getting used to as you figure out exactly who's writing to who. And essentially it's about two people that bump into each other, or rather avoid each other in a library, but communicate through the marginalia of this book. And it's an incredibly enigmatic author who is shrouded by controversy, and the book is kind of translated by this guy who's also a figure of controversy, F.X. Caldera. And as the book kind of progresses, you start to discover that actually this translator maybe has not such a straightforward relationship with the author. It comes with all these cool excerpts as the characters print things out to each other, or see if I can find it, at some point start travelling and send each other kind of clues and updates on the kind of stuff that they're trying to find out, because yeah, it's about unravelling this mystery. Exactly who wrote the book, what's it really about, and the kind of darker secrets that it might hide, as well as the slightly shadowy folks that are interested in finding out what our authors have found out themselves. So I'll just give you a very quick reading, first of the actual novel, and then some of the marginalia, so you get an idea. I'll skip past the translator's note. Cool, this bit will do. So, Ship of Theseus. Her look might be one of recognition, but it might not. His intuition tells him nothing. Still, every other part of him agrees that it would be shrewd to investigate further. He stops several steps from her table and gestures towards the empty chair opposite her. Might I ask if you're waiting for someone? It depends on what you mean, the young woman says. Her voice surprises him. It sounds as if it belongs to a much older woman. I mean, here, now, this evening, you're expecting someone to join you. Well, I thought you might. Good line. May I sit? You're awfully wet. I know, he says. It appears to be my most salient characteristic. Surely there's more to you than that. You must be someone when you're dry. I can't remember the last time I was dry. Why don't you take off your coat? I would prefer not to, he says. He hopes she won't ask why. He doesn't have a reason, just a fear. Perhaps you're the sort of person who often has to leave places quickly, she offers. And then in the marginalia you have someone commenting, no one ever describes Straka as being funny, but I think he is. Here and there, anyway. I've always thought so. Imagine Katharine Hepburn saying, Straka's line here, she'd nail it. You like old movies? Yes. So they even begin flirting a little bit, finding out more about each other in the marginalia. The book also comes with this cool code wheel. There's apparently pertinent coordinates within the book that kind of lead to a certain clue. I haven't figured out how to use it yet. I don't know if I'm being dense, or if they're going to come to explain it later. But either way, it's nothing quite like it that I've ever read before. Book within a book within a book, almost. Something like that. Some book to the power of book. But either way, I'm probably about a fifth through, but it's fantastic. It's a good yarn. It's a cool format, and I like all the kind of inserts and crazy pullouts. So yes, recommended. Anyway, have a look, as always, at my Goodreads page. It's can't remember if it's MadQuills or DS Wadeson. But either way, I'll pop a link in the old metadata description thing. And if you've read it, let me know what you think, without any spoilers, obviously. Anyway, good reading. Thanks for watching, as ever. And you should probably subscribe. I'm going to try and make more videos these days. Yeah, and speak to you soon.